Hey guys, so welcome to another video. This time we're taking on TOE Hell stages 1 and 2 of the month of August of 2021. And as you can see guys, we're using a very free-to-play friendly team, and I will try to be as free-to-play friendly as I can in the further stages of TOE Hell. However, sometimes you will have to use pay-to-win units. Guys, here you can see the runes, and you know how this works. Tyrone will be a massive control unit. Here he will be pushing back things, and thanks to the Dark Homunculus he will be able to take about 3 turns of the opponents before they can even take 1 turn. So, guys, this stage limits harmful effects. And also this stage makes every single unit have these pair runes. So guys, what should you do here? Well, basically use the third skill of Spectra in order to slow down the opponent, and then you can AoE control with Tyrone's second skill. If you are lucky enough, you will be also landing some stuns as well. Then you can use the third skill of your Dark Homunculus and you will have the second skill of Tyrone ready again. After that, Tyrone has his third skill in order to freeze the entire enemy team. With that, you will have prevented 3 turns of the opponent. And well guys, if you are lucky enough to get a few violent procs, then you will be able to repeat this whole process and the enemies should not be able to move much here. And also, if they do move, they will be attack broken. However, if you were to fail to push back anything, then you have the first skill of your, actually the passive of your Lauren in order to help you push back the enemies that actually moved. And Lauren will be really helpful in order to clear this stage faster because she's a super reliable defense breaker. So that's it guys, Fran is here to provide you with immunity in case things were to happen, to fail actually. But there is not much to explain here, this stage will be fairly simple for us to clear. And well guys, I will see you at the boss phase, and of course remember that you will have the timestamps in the description of the video, so I hope this comes out well. And if you're here for stage 2, then you can go to the timestamps of stage 2 as well. And even though I will repeat some units, I will still show you the runes on every single stage, so you can skip that if you already watched the previous stage, or you can watch it if you can for a particular stage. So yeah, and of course this second phase has wind units guys, which means that you will not be having such an easy time pushing them back with Tyrone and freezing them with Tyrone since you can glance. However, you have Lauren to patch that up and to help you push back the wind units, and of course get rid of the wind units first, and then you can control the fire parade without any single problem. And here we are guys, we are at the boss stage, and well, we were lucky enough to land slow on the boss at least, but we failed to land slow on one of the Dark Jokers, so that is not too good actually. But since we were able to push back the boss, we can use the third skill of Tyrone instead of the second one, because you know we had the Lauren pushback. And that way guys, we can start working on Seara. And now we landed the slows on the other units, so that we can use the AoE pushback from Tyrone, and then when our Homunculus actually gets her third skill back, then we will be able to actually do this control and the attacks all over again unless we get some violent procs, which are really helpful, and since the skill cooldown of our units here is really short, getting a violent proc actually makes a huge difference. So guys, that's pretty much it. This stage is won, so I will see you on stage 2. And here we are guys, stage 2, and actually I was kind of messing around with some comps and I decided to go for Lulu here. And well, you know, Lulu gives you a ton of consistency, but this will be a very slow clear and you don't actually need Lulu here. So you can go for Shaman instead, which will be a much better pick and will be much more useful through this full stage, because you know, this stage is designed to be a pain this month. So every enemy unit will have 2 turns of revenge, as well as you will have 2 turns of revenge, and every single unit will start the fight with 1 turn of silence. That's why we have the Water Mermaid here, in order for her to take the first turn and remove the silence from our team. Now, guys, if you don't have the Water Mermaid somehow, then you can use Veromos instead. Remember to make Verom move first, and he will be even better if he can actually land the stuns. However, if you go for the AoE attack with Veromos, you are risking a full revenge when you fail to stun the opponent. Now, what we are trying to do here is actually remove the silence from our team and freeze the enemy team with Tyrone and try to control them for 2 turns. That's the perfect scenario, however, that can fail. So don't worry much here, the enemies will be attack broken if things went well, because of your Spectra's second skill. And also remember that if you are going to use a unit to do the AoE attack to freeze the full team, then give that unit the shield from your Tetra here, from your Blue Mermaid. Because guys, that way you will prevent that unit from dying if the attack fails, and you will have more chances to perform that attack and start crowd controlling the opponents until they run out of the revenge buff. That's fairly simple. Guys, of course, if you have Giana, go for Giana. I'm trying to go as free-to-play friendly as I can during these clears, so that you can actually relate to these teams. But I always try to tell you replacements, because I know that you don't always have every single unit. And guys, here what we are lacking is a reliable defense breaker. So for defense break, we will be relying on the second skill of our Dark Homunculus, which is not actually consistent. However, that's what we have and that's what we play with when we pick this team, and well, that's why I tell you guys it will be better to have Shaman or to have any other defense breaker. For instance, you could even use Lauren, and Lauren will actually be much more helpful than Lulu, especially through phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, in order to push back that Giana, which we don't want to move. But, well guys, we did not do that this time, and well, this will be slow, so guys, I have the timestamps ready for you in order to skip these fights if you are not interested in the first and second phases. However, the second phase here will be the biggest pain to clear, because you know, those Dark Fairy Kings actually provide a ton of resistance, and it will be really hard for you to land your debuffs. And here we are, the critical phase of this run, and well, you see, we only landed one slow debuff. Only one slow debuff. That's really bad, and of course, we only landed one freeze as well. So, you know, things couldn't go much worse than this. And yeah, I tried to kill the light heart magicians, since they are actually the biggest pain in this stage, since we will actually get buffed from the first kill over Dark Homunculus, and we have Lulu here who actually buffs if you try to AoE heal, and of course Tyrone actually when he crits with his first kill, he gets a buff as well. And why is that a problem? Well, whenever that light harp, that Celia, takes a turn, she will strip one buff, one random buff from any of your units and put that unit to sleep, which is really bad. You know, it's really bad. However, you can wake up a unit with the shield from your Blue Mermaid here. However, you will be given that unit a buff as well, so the next turn that Celia takes a turn, if that is the only buff on your team, then it will probably get removed and that unit will be slept. So, frankly guys, I'd rather take out the Celias first, and yeah, that team doesn't have a ton of damage, so you two should not worry about actually losing here with this team, but you guys will be ready for a long fight. So yeah, I will see you at the boss stage, guys. And here we are, and we should do as we always do, but there's a catch here. Guys, the enemy are using chillings, which means that if the chillings were to attack you, they will absorb your buffs, and if you happen to have immunity, then you won't be able to control them the next turn. So yeah, that could happen, and of course you want to have immunity in case Giana lands a bomb, tries to land a bomb on you, and of course you should prevent her from using her third skill especially. However, we have the Dark Homunculus in order to actually reset her cooldowns. So that shouldn't happen. And of course, she should have the bomb ready faster than her third skill. So yeah, you know guys, this is really tough, and once you land the defense break on Giana, then things should be much easier. However, that may not happen, that may not be the case, and of course, you have to fight the chillings as well, since they will be absorbing your buffs. So what can you do here? Well, the chillings will always target your Spectra, so try not to have will on Spectra. That's it. Of course, if you're trying to freeze them and you happen to fail the freeze, then they will revenge on Tyrone when they have the revenge buff. So some instances of RNG you can't skip, so you know, we have to live with that. Well guys, I hope this was useful for you. Please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if it was, and remember, if you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comment section and I will be very happy to reply as always. Guys, see you all in the next one. Bye bye.